How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to GameBrosColor. This is Tim. We're back playing Game of Thrones.
Ethan?
We left off right here last time. Up to Ethan.
I couldn't find him. Could you?
Playing hide and seek.
He hides too well, and if he were smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
Forgotten it's a game.
You found me!
Whatever.
Well done, Ryan. Don't worry. It's
People
just a
get all
game,
worried.
Ryan.
Stupid game. I don't like it.
He was
Yeah,
worried
you're
you were
stupid. I
gone.
don't like you.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
I wish Mira was here. And Asher. And Roderick.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing, and
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
Wait a second. Who turned my
I don't
TV's
want Garrett to
volume
die
on?
either. Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
He'll be
Garrett's
fine.
smart.
Garrett is smart.
No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Vengeance.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
Can't fight very well. Who does he think
Calls you
I
a
am?
milksop.
Sir Royland forgets himself. After all, you are the lord of the house now.
I don't care what he says. I can protect
Luckily,
you.
my TV is always so naturally quiet.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know. But I know it's not
So
good.
now it's muted.
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword. Like a man. He taught Roderick
man.
and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
Do you remember when we were younger? When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick,
Yeah, all the
Asher.
time.
We'd all be out here for hours.
Yeah. Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. But then, well, then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the Lord in training, and he never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything.
I hate the world.
Promise me you won't be like
Rar.
that. Please, just be you.
I need to be banished.
I like you the way you are.
Or exile myself.
I know a lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them.
I don't want to get angry, but I may have to. Father did sometimes.
But you're nice. Everybody says that about you.
Everybody says it.
But since you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
I
Pretty
suppose.
much.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once. But Ethan will be a good lord. A proper lord.
That's not how it works.
Well, that's how it should work. You are the lord.
All this shit has to come from somewhere, Ryan. Gotta learn that
Lord
early.
Ethan, you're needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
Gotta go to the Great Hall.
What's the matter?
Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding
I hold his ass at the
justice.
gate.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the lord.
If I were lord, I would command Ethan to stay with his family.
Fine. If that's what's required of me.
Have to go.
Very well then.
Gotta be a grown-up. Gotta be a lord. I would like sit in the chair like one of
They
those
showed up
Skyrim
unannounced. Lord Whitehill is
Jarls.
in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here.
Business with
You know, sit
Garrett.
like really
That's all.
douchefully, like
Lord
like
Whitehill
half
knows
lying
Garrett
down,
is a squire to
putting
this
your,
house. Or
having your hand
was,
in your
I
chin.
suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him
Quickly
any
get some bread and
satisfaction.
salts.
Out there,
He'll be
he
upset that he
was
doesn't have any.
decisive and firm. Now do it
He's a
again
very
with
fat
these
man.
bastards.
He needs his food.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
I can handle Lord Whitehill.
Well said, my lord.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to
Please,
stand
one
up for
Forrester is
ourselves.
worth 5
Only
Whitehills.
cowards and dead men roll over.
Big bumbling douche. That's all he is. That's all he is. Where's my bread and salts? Rawr.
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house, but to his family it's still a loss.
He's a dick. I'm gonna be a dick to him.
My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart
See,
myself.
you could only his hand to do
I've
the
been
same
waiting
scene
for
when
this
he even
day
did show
all
the
my
hands.
life. The Forresters finally get their due.
My father died a hero, fighting for the North against traitors and oathbreakers.
Aye, and look where that
And look
got
where
him.
that got him. That's one of the favorite things they say in Game
And
of
no
Thrones.
bread
There it
and
is.
salt.
The bread and salt.
What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread
No
and salt?
fucking bread and
You
salt.
bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much. Bloody Forresters.
Calm yourself, old man.
You showed up
You
unannounced, you
little
dick.
fuck. That's how you talk to a lord? You Forresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the north now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries. You
You
cunt.
cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
We all serve House Bolton now.
I'm not finished.
Yeah, fuck you.
Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
There's this douche. Freaking Garrett should have just killed this guy.
Your man, the
when he
squire.
had the chance.
We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
Garrett was only defending himself.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men.
See, all those
And a
choices
pig
suck.
farmer at that. How do you answer
I should
for
not
your
said anything.
squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the lord of this house.
He was defending his family as any man would. But your men murdered them all.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. Soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking
Yeah,
coward
I'd
who
say
killed
my ass. How
men?
the fuck does
I
a
know
soldier
he's
eat
here.
without a pig farmer?
What have you done with him?
He was sent to the wall.
Who the fuck sent him to the wall?
I did.
Answer me. Who's the one who did it?
I did.
What? That was my justice to deliver, boy. And you denied me of it. I'm not
I
leaving
gave you your
until I have
justice.
my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Unlike you.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
This is over, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I
Then
trust you
go
can find
bitch
the
about
door.
it to Roose Bolton. You
That
dick.
lad may be lord of this house, But Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my
I didn't
justice.
lie about shit.
Then we'll see whose word is law.
Do as you like, Lord Whitehill.
I don't know, that kind of look right there kind of tells me that guy's going to be important at some later point in the game.
I was wrong about your son, my lady. He stood up to him like a true lord.
You were brave,
Like a
my
true
son,
lord.
but you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee.
Ramsay.
Prepare a raven. We need to
Everybody
send
that
word
watches
to
the show
Mira in
knows what
King's
Ramsay's
Landing
all
at
about.
once.
He's all about the, what's the word I'm looking for? Sadism. Yeah, that. God, he's a fucking
Your sister can
sadist.
help us.
Ugh.
Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons
Yeah,
at bay.
pro tip.
If it's presented to her as it should be.
Ugh. I was gonna say pro tip to myself, but who wants to spoil things? Uh-oh, now we all know something's gonna happen. Yunkish coin.
Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos.
Yeah, it's so strange. They have gold coins there. Read it.
Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come.
I wonder if he got that letter.
Although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances.
Of him being dead?
I
Yeah.
miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can. Ethan made this.
Cool ass tree. Ooh. A gift from Lady Marjorie.
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to
Yep.
me. It once belonged to Lady Elena.
I don't know who Lady Elena is. Especially in the show, I wouldn't know. It's been like a year since that shit.
Wonders Made by Man, by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick.
Roderick's a pretty cool guy, apparently.
I hope to see them all someday.
Well, you won't see Roderick, we all know that much. Or your dad.
King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
Okay, where the hell is it? Okay, there it is.
It troubles me to even ask.
You
this
need
of
to
you,
ask
but you
Lady
must
Marjorie.
appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf.
And tell
She
her
is our
to
best
tell the
hope,
king to
and
tell
can
Roose
be a
Bolton
powerful ally, especially now
that he
when your
shouldn't
family so desperately needs her
be
help.
mad at us. And also tell him that Whitehill's a dick. Decree that as a king, or tell Marjorie to tell the king, or tell Joffrey.
One moment.
Coal boy.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
That's fine.
No, it's fine. Come in.
Okay, let me take one call at a time. There's no way to just dump the bar,
Begging your
dump the
pardon,
bucket in
lady,
there.
but you all right? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm just worried about my family.
Ah, letter from home, is it?
They noticed your honesty.
It's kind of you to ask.
Of course, milady. You've always been kind to me.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady. You work for Lady Marjorie?
Yeah, no shit.
I may be
I
wrong.
assumed that was
But it seems like you
pretty
did.
well known.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but it was definitely an argument.
What did they say?
I
couldn't make out
but
much.
I know they were talking about the Starks and House Forrester.
House Forrester?
I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. But I thought you ought to know. Most people don't tend to notice a call boy. Not in King's Landing with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there.
All sorts of things.
Good night, milady.
As they say, the walls have ears. Apparently they're that guys.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we
What's
must
up, Miss
discuss.
Cartoon Cleavage? Not really cartoon, but you know.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought
not
of you more
over
as a
realistic.
friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family.
Yeah,
I
it
feel your
sucks.
pain as if it were my own.
I can imagine.
What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this
Yeah,
together.
you just gotta hold on and wait and not tell her that.
You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen.
It's called playing the
To have
game.
a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It
Nothing but
raises questions at
politics.
a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept.
Aha, Coldboy was right.
She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor.
Yeah, well, Cersei's a dick.
She was very
so.
pleased with herself. Her face was full of mirth as she said it.
I'm not a traitor.
Of course not. It's only an excuse to torment you, and by extension, me. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
What do I say?
Find a way to appease her. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
Yeah, tell her what she wants to
See
hear.
if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
Oh my God, this part just sucks. There's no good way of going about this part. There just isn't.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
This part sucks. I don't even want to do it again.
Good luck.
For like the third time. Fourth. Ugh. Freaking super interrogation. Maybe at least get the peanut gallery of Tyrion there, but
You can do this.
hushed whispers everywhere. She's a traitor. She's a traitor. Peanut gallery.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
So nervous. Neil.
Your Grace.
The girl knows her courtesies Impressive. You may rise.
Implying I wouldn't know my courtesies.
House
There's
Forrester
no way I
is
made
a
that mistake the
northern
first time
house
through the game.
loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
Just
I wasn't
bowing my
talking to
head.
you. I want to hear
Oh
from
God.
the girl.
About what?
Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
Joffrey is the one true king, Your Grace.
And yet,
For
for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
They were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Agreed.
Clever girl.
Peanut
Perhaps
gallery.
too clever for her own good.
The girl did name Joffrey as the one true king.
Agreed.
Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Yes, Your Grace. Absolutely.
I see. Despite the fact Roose Bolton allied with Walder Frey. If it was me, I'd find it difficult to so quickly forgive the men who killed
That was a detail I forgot.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that
Like
purpose,
Whitehill?
but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your Grace.
Jesus, water guy.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock.
Obviously.
It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
Anything?
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
Agreed.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose.
I was
Can we
with
truly
Tyrion.
blame those who
Almost
end up on the
always.
wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
God,
I won't judge her, Your Grace. I wasn't there. I didn't face her decisions.
Aren't you a delightful girl? If only one could flit through life without ever holding an opinion of their own.
Fuck you.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quick.
Agreed.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is
It's
filled
like,
with
would
all
you
sorts of
rather serve
ambitious
Joffrey or would
opportunists
you
looking
continue to
reinvent
serve
themselves,
Marjorie? It's some bullshit.
pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts?
I don't like this.
You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person who
Yep,
you
there
serve,
it is. I knew it.
what would you
I
do
knew it.
then?
I knew it.
I'm sure she
Let the
would.
girl answer the question. Go on.
I would be true to the king, Your Grace.
Just like
Well said.
Marjorie
I was beginning
said
to
that.
worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
Marjorie said that your heart may
She
say
is
one
a
thing,
threat to the crown,
and you
isn't
gotta you do what the other
most
thing. She
dangerous
said that
handmaiden
herself.
in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants.
Yeah, fuck you.
Which is not very encouraging.
Would you have rather me disagree with you? I can disagree with the
I'd
queen.
like a word with you if I may.
Ugh.
Of course.
I can't
Your
play the
Grace.
game. I'm not a game player. Well, besides this.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I was trying to appease her.
I think that was clear to everyone. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must
that's why
find our
Tyrion's
amusement
awesome.
where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard, not her.
You can help my family.
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous.
It's a risk I'm willing to take,
Let's
Lord
do
Tyrion.
it.
Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
Thank you for the advice, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Yeah. Some people have to learn it the hard way. Luckily, I'm not one of them. I don't think so. But who knows?
Mira, I was
This
worried.
is Game of Thrones, after all.
How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
It didn't go very well.
I'm sorry.
Ugh.
Cersei is known for being rather difficult. But at least it's over now. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are
advise
seated
not playing
way
with
at
that.
the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour, which I doubt is Dornish for wife.
Put it back.
Back.
We're just having a bit of fun.
Put it back, yeah.
That's probably for the best. I've heard he's a bit perverse. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be
Ugh.
like.
At least this one, no.
Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about
Yeah,
him.
he might look good.
And he's always treated Lady Marjorie well. Which is more than you can say for his mother.
I don't want to be queen, no matter who I'd have to marry.
Don't want to
That's
be
way
queen.
too much game
You
playing.
Northerners. You'd make a perfect scepter. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden.
I wouldn't want the kind of responsibility.
Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match!
Agreed. It'd be like a giant and a
Sir
midget. It'd be
Bronn
hilarious.
and...
What are you doing?
I wasn't doing shit.
Well? Sarah?
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
What's
This is
this
not a
we?
game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira.
Good.
I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once you know the true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice.
Right, now I gotta do this in a specific order, or else it doesn't turn out as well as it could.
Do you agree?
What? No, I wasn't listening.
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly.
Ugh. I didn't even hear what she said.
You were brave agreeing to obey the Boltons. That cannot have been easy. I know you must fear what Lord Bolton might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
Have to ask for help.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Minerva, what?
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
Yeah, but Sarah is the
It's about
peanut
my
gallery in this
family.
one. She's not as good as
I
Tyrion.
trust her.
Sarah can stay.
Go on. Ask.
Please, Ramsay Snow is on his way to Ironrath to see my brother bend the knee.
Ramsay? Roose Bolton's bastard?
I fear my family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. But if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown...
It would be beneficial to me a lot.
That is no small request. Especially now. Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks. And now you would have me ask him to intervene? Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa.
I will forever be in your debt. My family will forever be in your debt.
Do the pitiful, pathetic argument.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
Don't let the Queen bully you. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does.
Or he will, anyway.
Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady.
That's all I have to
I will
do.
send a raven to my family at once.
Out of my hands, into somebody else's. Okay. So I think right here is a good time to call it an episode. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode of Game of Thrones. Goodbye, everybody.